Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're actually going to be talking about XRP. We're going to be talking about the market shift that is happening right now, currently in front of our face. But overall, when we're talking about what's happened throughout the market right now, we are seeing a little bit of a slight pullback, a little bit of a correction. I've been calling for it for over a week now. A lot of people don't like me to, be macro bearish, but it is the idea of being realistic. I can't be bullish 24/7. Being a perma bull in this market will only get you hurt. But I will say this, I am very bullish on the long-term aspect, including the end of this bull run. I am just macro bearish on a lot of altcoins because of Bitcoin. Now, with that, let's refresh the market. Let's check this out. So we are actually seeing Bitcoin pull back to about 54.6K. And no, this is not the bottoming point. We are not bottoming out. Anybody who is saying that we are bottoming right now is illogical. We could see a little bit of a dead cat bounce to roughly around some nice little resistance point on Bitcoin. We're going to be addressing that. So overall, when we're talking about XRP, we've retested major support on the 4-hour. Let's go check out the 4-hour span. So overall, I've mentioned, $1.05 being that major sign of support, going all the way back as far as even, if we go to the daily, let's check out the daily chart and let's go back to the $5 points that got retested in the past. So we do see here $5 August 27th. We see, August 18th being tested there as well. And if we go back to as far back as August, this was also a major little bit of resistance, but overall there was support back on April 24th. This has a lot of resistance and support at $5, right? When this is flipped, this is resistance. When it is not flipped, it is support, right? For an example, look at August 12th. It was resistance until we broke out of it. So right now, we are seeing if we could retest $5 or not. I know on the daily it says that we retested $1. We actually didn't. That is a little bit of a scam wick. Now let's go to the 4-hour span. Let's check out what could be happening here. So overall, XRP is looking a little weak. So is all altcoins right now because of what Bitcoin is doing, and we are going to be addressing it, right? Now, in my opinion, okay, this is to pretty much say, hey, we're going to get a little bit of a pullback. Everybody's going to scream buy, 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 and we're going to pretty much go lower. In my opinion, I think that we could see as low as $1.91 on XRP. A lot of people hated me for saying that, but it is the idea that right now within the market, Bitcoin has gone up a significant amount, and we should be looking for a pullback. We look for a pullback every single time that it goes up a significant amount. Here we go, back in July all the way to August, right? We had that nice 12% correction. It allowed us to go even higher, 6% higher, 8% higher, 8% again higher, and then we had this nice little drop again, another 20%, another 9%. Then we rose and rose and rose. And where are we going now? Well, we bounced off of resistance multiple times up here. We retested it. We are actually on the 4-hour span retesting this major support zone at about 54.8K almost, or actually 6K, sorry. We retested this already twice in the past. We actually retested it twice as well on October 9th. So we could obviously say that this support zone is actually weak, very, very weak, with how many times we retested it. So overall, we could be seeing a little bit of a dropping point here. I would say we could see that nice retest of this point down here at about 52K. We retest, a major resistance point, drop down below it, and actually retest the bottom down here. This is what I said in my HBAR video, except I said that we could even see a little bit higher retest of 59K. I'm not seeing that at this moment. But I'm watching Bitcoin fairly closely here as we do see some signs of weakness. I've been saying this though for a very long time. I said expect and prepare for some pullbacks to happen as Bitcoin is ranging higher. The problem now is that Bitcoin dominance is fairly high still, and this is fighting a little bit to get even higher because it wants to capitalize on the alt dropping. Right now, most of the Bitcoin pairs look bearish on all altcoins, including XRP. I am not biased here. I'm just telling you guys what I am personally seeing. On the 4-hour span, we retested this twice. This is major support going as far back as, let's see, as going all the way back to June 30th. So when we're talking about this nice support zone, there's not too much support down here, but we have retested it on the 4-hour span twice. Will we retest it again? Most likely. If we do retest it again, we will most likely break down below it and retest a major support level. Where is that major support level, you ask? Well, very simple, right? We go back to August 6th. This is that major support level down at 1742 sats. If we get down this low, it will bring our USD pair down to my nice little buy zones, probably around $1 to about 95 cents roughly, which is the point where I would personally enter if I wanted to. I am not going to be buying XRP anymore. I've told you guys why. Don't get me wrong, I think that the ROI is great, but I just think that there's better ROI right now during this bull market. Now, in regards to this bull market, will we be still seeing that major bull market shift? Yes. I just think that we have to range on a little bit on a lot of our altcoins. I am very, very bullish long term. Just short term, I am watching these charts fairly closely, as most assets right now look fairly bearish on the Bitcoin pair, which obviously will result in the USD pair flipping bearish. Now, right now, Bitcoin could be seeing a little bit of a dead cat bounce. We could be seeing a bounce off of that major level down here at around 40K, or not 40K, 54K, sorry. Now, when we're talking about this, where could we head to? Well, we'll most likely bounce off of some resistance somewhere up here, maybe around the 56K level. It is hard to say right now. We have to watch some validation play out on Bitcoin, but I am watching Bitcoin dominance fairly closely within the Bitcoin price chart right now. Now, with a lot of things that are happening throughout the market, I am watching the altcoin market cap because of when we're looking back to October, okay? So, this is my gist of the idea that the end of this month into the beginning of November, will be very, very good for us. The reason why is because we go from our current date, which is around October 12th. October 12th was actually fairly bearish for us. Then we had a nice bullish, day the next day. I'm not thinking that that's the case, but I just think that this is showing us that we ranged sideways. October was fairly bearish, though. If you look at the altcoin market cap, I think that we could be seeing something like this. But we do see that the bearishness was over around the beginning of November, and November was the day, or the month, I should say, of the nice bull market start. And I think that this is exactly what we're playing into right now. As we do see, we just kind of ranged sideways from September all the way to November. And when we're looking at the current prices, let's go to the weekly, and let's actually go to our current prices. So 1 second, let me zoom out. Here we go. Let me go to the daily again and zoom in. So overall, when we're talking about what's happening right now, we are seeing that nice little sideways momentum. And again, look at, September 2nd was the month that this dropped, or the day that we dropped, or the week, if you will. But September 7th is now that day, and we are ranging sideways. We are getting a little bit bearish in October, which is totally fine. We'll most likely come down and retest the 618, which is at around 1.5 or $1.15 trillion. So I'm watching this level closely here. We could actually throw a horizontal line here. So we could see a retest of this similar to the October timeframe of 2017, 2018, which aligns perfectly with that nice Bitcoin drop. And again, that is why I'm watching it very closely here, because the altcoin market cap, we retested about $1.367 trillion multiple times. All right, that is the 786 point. We want to see us be over the $1.3 trillion mark, and we actually want to break above the $1.367 trillion resistance point. We haven't been able to. Okay, so now we come down, retest the major support zone. Well, where's the support? Well, right now, currently, from our point of this major retest down here that we bounced off of, we could actually say that we bounced off of significant resistance going back to the 18th of May. This was that point where alts took a massive bombing because this was Bitcoin dropping in price. But we bounced off of that point significantly if we do look back to October 10th. So when we're talking about this, where could we be retesting? Could we retest $1.24 trillion? Yes, we could. And we could also retest this major sign of, support down at 1.15 trillion as well. This would be the perfect shift. This would be a retest of the major level at October 31st, which would result in us going a little bit parabolic and pretty much ranging higher. But I think that we will retest and pretty much trade sideways until about the November 10th timeframe, which will put us around here. So I'm watching this point. One second. I'm watching this point over here closely. I think by this time frame here, our altcoins should be in a bullish sentiment point. We just have to wait a little bit longer. And it's not the idea of waiting longer, it's focusing on the 4-year cycle perfectly. We are following that perfectly. Right now, Bitcoin is doing what it will do. You know, we peaked down a little bit below this nice support zone. I am still thinking that we retest lower down in these nice little macro time frame levels at around the 50.6k point to about 52.7k. It would be healthy for us to range higher on Bitcoin, as well as bringing our altcoins up as well. But I am still very, very bullish long term. I just think, you know, short term, we will see those, you know, nice little bearish capitalizations in the market. If we actually go to the weekly chart, right, and we go back to October. So first off, let's go to the Bitstamp chart, because the Bitstamp chart is a lot, you know, better in order of, you know, price validation and price data. So let's go back to the daily time frame, going back to this time. So one second, let me zoom out. Let me go to 2017, 2018. Here we go. Let me zoom in and let me show you exactly what happened during October into November. So a lot of people, everybody is so bullish right now on a lot of altcoins, but this is the problem, all right? So right now, it's October 12th. October 12th in the market was around here. And in fact, we traded sideways. Here's the end of October. We had a little bit of a breaking point to about almost 30 cents, hit that major resistance point, and broke down and actually had a bearish end of the month. I expect this to happen as well. I expect us to trade sideways a little bit and kind of have that massive shift. Could happen by, you know, the middle to the end of November, or even in the beginning of December. Of course, we're going to watch this and, you know, see if this plays out perfectly, if it does repeat its 2017, 2018 cycle pattern. For anybody who does look at this and want this to play out perfectly in order for us to get through these high massive targets at like $28, you'd want us to repeat this entire pattern. But the thing here is the fact that I think that this drop in price would happen sooner than later. Meaning, I think that this could be happening this week. Or we could be seeing this happen, you know, Monday of next week, which would bring us to around roughly the 18th. And if we do look here, here's the 18th. It could possibly happen a little bit sooner over the weekend. I don't know where these were in dates. I don't know if this was a Sunday or a Saturday, but I do know that the weekends are fairly volatile for a lot of altcoins. I'm still very, very bullish, though, because look at what ends up happening as we do range further into the year. Here is the end of the year. Here is December. Here is January. This is what we want to see. We want to see something where we do range on like this and have that massive bullish sentiment point, which we will get to. We just have to wait and watch the prices currently. But we have been trading sideways for a fairly long time with no real, you know, bullish price action happening. That is why I personally think when we go back to the Binance price chart, we could be seeing some capitalization happening down at these nice little levels down here in regards to buying these nice little discounted prices on a lot of altcoins. I'm just saying right now, if you were looking to add to your XRP bag, it wouldn't be too crazy to say we could see $1 to 92 cents roughly. I think that this is a perfect retest point. We have to watch Bitcoin closely. Bitcoin has been showing us signs of weakness all week long, including last week as well. With Bitcoin dominance at these high levels, you know, a lot of people are bullish, but I'm pretty much concerned on a lot of things, especially in regards to the altcoin market cap, because it has been trading sideways while Bitcoin has been ranging higher, which means there's money flowing out of altcoins into Bitcoin. And maybe it's not that Maybe it's just the idea that a lot more money is flowing into Bitcoin right now, and our altcoins are kind of just sitting stable while Bitcoin dominance is ranging higher, and a lot more public eye is on Bitcoin at the moment, which could be the case. But overall, when we're talking about the altcoins, they are not ready to run just yet. Ethereum should be showing you guys that. Ethereum has hit resistance every single time that it tried to move up this week. Look at every single time we topped out around $3,700. We jumped a little bit above it at around $38K or $3,800. But the problem is that we haven't been hitting major targets. We've just been trading sideways. And again, when we're talking about Ethereum, we could be still seeing that $3,100 level being retested, and it wouldn't be a big surprise to me. Again, when we're talking about Ethereum dominance has been ranging lower, while Bitcoin dominance has been ranging higher. So right now, on the macro time frames, to sum it up, okay? And again, if you guys do want to hate on it, you guys can hate on it all day long, but I just think that we will be able to capitalize on some juicy bids down in these levels, because Bitcoin right now, in my opinion, is ready to have that nice correction that we've been talking about. In my opinion, things look fairly good. I think that Bitcoin dominance could have a nice little bit of a reversal here. I think that when we're talking about Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin, I think that the market is ready to have that nice little dropping point to retest my personal levels at around 52.7K and even lower at around the 50.5K point, almost 50.6K. We could see a little bit of a bouncing point throughout the market where we do come down. Again, retest that major sign of support and hit the nice little resistance point to hit these major targets down here. And when we're talking about that, we talk about the percentages throughout the market. Bitcoin dominance is fairly high, so if Bitcoin drops 10%, we could expect our alts to take a bigger hit. It is the case of the entire market, though, and that is exactly how we play this game. I am very bullish long term, though, guys. I'm just telling you guys right now, and I would not be selling your altcoins to capitalize on shorting it or anything like that. Absolutely not. I do not, I will never promote trading an altcoin right now, because right now is the time to be holding, okay? I just showed you the altcoin market cap and where we will get to as we do range further on in time. We look extremely healthy in the long-term aspect for the end of this bull run. Short-term, like I said, we could be seeing a little bit volatile price action. But with that being said, I hope that kind of clarifies a little bit on XRP. I know a lot of people have been kind of hating on the correction points for XRP, but it is what it is, I'm not going to be bullish 24/7 because it just doesn't make sense to, especially if the market is telling me otherwise. But with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. If you guys do want more content, you guys can check out my website, NCashOfficial.com. This is where I have all my crypto content, like my exit strategies, my personal, insights on my portfolio and all that kind of stuff. If you guys do want to get any of that content as well, you guys can on NCashOfficial.com. But with that being said, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.